only one stretch that can stretch the inner throat, and that is sticking your tongue out while smiling like a very crazy person. I think it's called the Haka smile.
No.
That is how your stream is starting, with advice on how to stretch the inner throat.
There we go. That's good. That's good knowledge. That's
Yeah,
good knowledge. That's very good
it's good for
knowledge.
vocal health.
Oh my god, here we are. It's
Und
time. It's the finale, the grand finale. The grand finale of She-Hulk. If you
I
if
am immortal.
if like me, you haven't seen the episode and you're here to witness it on first-hand account, well, I guess second-hand account, you're not ready. It's just you're not ready.
Can anyone be ready though? Truly?
Not for this. This is I've never seen something like this. It's fucking weird. It's really, really weird.
I'm
Um,
scared.
you should be scared. This might I might make you cry. I don't know.
Oh, I don't want to cry. Well, maybe if it's funny.
uh, I
You'll
mean
tell me
it's
if it's funny, right, chat?
not funny in the way they intend, I guess. Maybe funny of the sheer insanity that ensues. But yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, Meme has no idea what happens. The only thing you've seen is that Matt Murdock and Jennifer somewhere at the end just sit together and have some food. Uh,
Yeah. And someone was shipping it and going like, I don't know how I could go back to Karen and Elektra
yeah,
after this. And it's just like, who are you? Why? Who you are? Are you a bot? Have you gotten that sophisticated?
yeah, it sounds like fun. People had some fun in chat here already. They had like a little thing going. It's like, Captain, the ship's sensors are detecting a massive cluster of cringe right in the Marvel system. Coom track. And it was, we're reaching the cringe horizon. The cringe is too great. It's fallen on itself. Cringe particles overloading the cringe generator. We're at risk of a cringe black hole. The warp core can't stand this much cringe, Captain. We need to do something. I enjoyed reading
I'm
that
giving it all
while
she's got, Captain.
that chat was open on the side. That was pretty fun. Check Discord already. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Go check
You
it
may not cry, meme, but I want you to die. Oh,
on
okay.
me on me
Oh, but you
phone
will
here.
want to die. Okay. That's different.
What is there? You need to play the Disney. I mean, I'll have the footage in the background anyway, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You know how we do. I have the thing behind my copyright wall, so you get some things to look at. Meme has no idea what happens. Sums up most of life. From everything I've seen and heard, I'm happy I choose House of Dragon to watch instead. Yeah, I regret my life choices personally, but there you go.
I am ambivalent about my life choices. There, we have everything. We have the
Yeah.
whole spectrum now.
At least I have my Dr. Pepper to keep me company. There we go.
Metal, don't do this, please.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Wait, how could this be worse than Loki? I'm scared of that. They stripped everyone of free will in Loki.
Yeah.
You can't get worse than that, right?
We will
Right?
we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting. Meme, do not commit unlive after this episode. We need you to want to die into the future shows too. So, but yeah, if you thought my Silent Hill streams were spooky, this is like a whole different kind of spooky. I think I understand why they released this in October. It's just too scary to be in any other month.
Yeah. Fuck The Exorcist. She-Hulk is where it's at.
Yeah. What is the thumbnail? Please help. Oh no, there's no helping. There's no helping you.
Transformers. Doom, doom, doom.
I often watch these episodes around 3 a.m. and I'm still wondering if this show is a fever dream. Dr. Pepper is not affiliated with Metal's Forge. Well, they should be, and give me all the money and free Dr. Pepper Zero. I think that's not too much to ask.
Yeah, I think you should be sponsored. No, you should be sponsored by Coca-Cola just to spite Dr. Pepper for not sponsoring you.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that too, I guess.
Yeah.
Where's the Loki
Make
now? This was a
everyone
class in masterpiece writing and cinematography. Truly, like nothing before. Oh, it definitely was nothing like truly like nothing before. That's true. Nothing like I've
What
ever
I'm
seen
hearing.
before. Dr. Pepper Best Fizzy changed my mind. I won't. I like it a lot. Oh god, that was a weird burp.
So that was. Did you? Are you dead now?
No, I'm fine.
Because it sounded like your soul left your body there.
Yeah, it kind of did. It's just trying to escape. It's like, no, you come back here. We have a show to do.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, meme, I caught up on the rest of your stream repository. Great first show. Look forward to more. Oh, there you go. Yeah, go. The meme did his first Strumbleton at a non-German friendly time. So that's kind of rude. But yeah.
I did it at my time.
Wow.
No, didn't do it at 2 a.m. I didn't do it at 4 a.m. I didn't do it at 6 a.m. I did it at a time where I like to be awake.
Yeah, I think it was
be awake.
I think it was 1 a.m. or something, right?
Yeah, it was your time probably.
Yeah.
I
remember seeing that on the YouTube. It was like, this isn't 1 a.m. It's like, oh, great. So he starts when I go to sleep and and you stop when I woke up or something, I guess.
Yeah, because this might be a record for a first podcast episode. It managed to go for almost 7 hours. So we got to cover Metal's entire sleep cycle.
Yeah.
As we went, it was great.
That's what's been going on. Yeah. Oh boy, but yeah, I've been playing the spooky games. All 3 Silent Hills that I bought. I finished all of them. They were all live here. I played them here on the channel. That was fun. And yeah, just fun stuff. I think 2 was definitely my favorite. Then 1, then 3. I wasn't a big fan of 3. I think that's like half a hot take because 3 seems to be like a divisive one in the fan base. But
I know Silent Hill 2 is the most popular, so that seems to line up at least.
Yeah, I personally wasn't a big fan of 3. So yeah, there you go. Make of that what you will. I will not deep dive those games because that's probably going to be a nightmare. That is a pun that I just noticed with the nightmares. Because yeah, making sense of that story, you probably need to do all like the endings or something to get like a grasp of it. And I don't have any desire to do that.
You should get a psychology degree just to do it. You need to probe minds.
Yeah, meme fighting the Xeno will be better than this. Silent Hill 3 is poopy and people should feel bad for liking it. Oh shit!
Oh my god! Threeland Hill sigh?
Threeland Hill sigh. I'm sighing 3 times when I go up the hill.
To watch She-Hulk?
Yeah. Metal is the most cruel thing any German has done ever. Poor meme. Yeah, it's just in the genetics.
Am I about to have things inflicted upon me?
Oh yeah, horrible things.
This is the worst thing Germany has ever done.
Gotta leave my mark in history somewhere.
Yeah.
Already 20 people have become members, so I just want to say a quick thank you for that. I didn't expect that to happen so quickly, so that's pretty cool. I think I got like 9 emotes now that I can use, and I think the staggerisms have changed now. It was like 2 for each 5 first, then it was only 1 for 5, and now it's the next one is 10 for I don't know how many. So yeah, but yeah, I got a couple of emotes in there. We got Happy Ghost. That was the latest entry. Can't have YouTube streams without a Happy Ghost in there.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, we got Mootalcoom, we got Shelly, we got all the metal drunk flimflams, all that good stuff. And yeah, if you have BTTV installed, that also works for YouTube. So you can use those BTTV emotes on there as well, which also includes a bunch of the same ones, I think. But also a bunch of peepos and stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't show on screen because that unfortunately does not work, which is kind of lame. But on my chat here, I can see it all. El Mutal heard you guys watch the best season finale of all time. Sure did. Sure did.
Oh no.
It's
Oh
the best.
no.
But yeah,
I heard sarcasm through text.
one of two grand finales this week, because tomorrow's the grand finale of Rings of Power, and that's gonna be covered. And I can't wait to get over with that fucking show. So,
We're all gonna die.
I mean, they all should have died in Rings of Power last episode, but that didn't happen. So, I think
I
there's
heard they
just
forgot
there's
volcanoes were hot.
yeah, basically. I mean, partly because there was a lot of things in fire, and some people were charred, but most the other people were like, "Oh, that's a bit of dust. That sucks."
Oh, okay. They selectively forgot.
Yeah, they start the episode with Galadriel being completely fine, just getting up. It's like, oh, that's annoying. Basically, all the main characters were fine.
Did you know if you even breathe in volcano fumes, like you probably will just die then, because it's like one of the most toxic things you could ever breathe is just volcano fumes, like all the I think it's sulfur dioxide or something.
Well, that's just your opinion, so shut up.
Though to be fair, there might be something special about Mordor, Mordor volcano stuff at the very least, because Sam and Frodo obviously did not kick the bucket while directly inside the volcano, so maybe there's something special magic there. But point is, it was still hot in that movie, so
Yeah, so I mean, they showed like fire and everything. This shit on fire everywhere, basically. So, yeah. Option 1, write a satisfying ending. Option 2, write a bad ending. Bad ending, always a bad ending.
never good, never even decent, never even like it could have been worse.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Oh god, I don't know if I'm ready to go through this again.
I can feel the strain, the strain to avoid it, to dodge and
Also
weave.
Giving people time to get in and all
That's
the
true.
good stuff.
Allow people to enter, to penetrate the stream, to fill it with their viewership.
Oh yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, someone added me in a meme in trash. Hang on, I need to hide the Discord icons, otherwise it just looks floompy. So let me see here.
Guess what I was watching before this chat?
What were you watching?
Oh, it was a show about those robots who like disguise themselves, and they're in disguise, and it's like, it's like those Decepticons wage their evil battle to destroy the floompy Autobots or something, whatever the song does. Point is, it Transformers has really good music, and it always gets stuck in my head, always, no matter what I'm watching, it'll always just stay, and it will not leave, and it will not go. And also, all the Transformer shows are available for free on YouTube, and including a lot of them officially hosted by Hasbro and stuff. And it's just like, oh, you're just giving it away for free? Okay, cool. I'll watch these. I don't want to watch your new crappy shows. I'll watch these again. Sure. You're speaking my language now. I don't have to pay for anything. Great. I can have these on the background while I do stuff.
Ooh.
I can listen to Optimus Prime go, amazing, a booby trap that actually catches boobies, and it's the best line that's ever been said.
So here's the meme. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand the reference. Where's that from? I don't know.
Oh,
Is that from something better?
Probably. Everything is better than this.
It's on the thingy. Should have stopped Intelligentsia when I had the chance, and you have to stop them. You ... and then there's Puck and Nikki. I guess that's from another show that I'm not aware of.
I guess
it's from Better Call Saul. Well, I have seen that, so you probably know what this means, because I don't know the reference. I don't know what this is referencing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a Better Call Saul one. I don't have the context for the episode though, so it's like we've got two halves that need to come together, like a combiner. Like a combiner. We're gonna form Devastator, and then we're gonna fight Predaking. Yeah.
Sure.
Why am I
Oh, what's
suddenly struggling to have names in my head? I don't know. Bruticus. Bruticus was there. For some reason, I thought Bruticus wasn't a combiner, but then I remembered he is a combiner. It's just I'm getting the pre-brain melt just before the She-Hulk.
classic?
Why not Defensor meme? Because I was struggling so hard to remember names.
Well, I will fully melt your brain today. That's fine. At some point, you're gonna ask yourself, why? Just why?
Why? Why? Why?
So, I mean, I guess with any further ado, it's been like, what it was like 20 minutes now? 16 minutes. Oh, well. I guess it's time to jump in.
I jumped in once.
That is
I
not
got
the
wet.
correct thing. That was just... Where is it? The fuck? Ah, there we go.
Where are the other drugs going?
Buckle up, buckaroos, because it's about to get bumpy or something. Yeah, I'll keep that one. That's fine. We'll edit it in post, which doesn't exist. So, episode
brain's
9,
going into safe mode.
the big old finale. So, maybe just to catch everyone up, last episode ended with She-Hulk going absolutely nuts when Intelligentsia revealed the big old sex tape-roonies and SMSs and messages and DMs and all that stuff you can do with your phone. And if you remember, she kind of got angry and was like, "Oh, angry Hulk," and just almost destroys the whole building, killing a whole bunch of people. And was surrounded by people with anti-gamma ray guns, I assume they were. And apparently she's been taken in, I would assume. Why these people were here so fast, that is a whole different scenario. But point being, she endangered a whole lot of people. And so obviously we start the new episode with a mock-up of the original Hulk show.
Oh no.
That she's dreaming.
Oh no. Oh no. You don't. No. That could be like a really good gag, but not in this show. Not in this show. This show is where good things go to die. No.
Oh my. Well, that was fast. That was not.
Yep.
I mean, that's not what I meant at all. But hey, there we go. Good start.
Yeah, we've already started. Like you didn't think that would trigger something, but it did, and that's kind of a sign already, I think.
Yeah. So if you look here, this is it's like in this old style as well, and she it's like a trailer for a show, and this kind of aligns with what's been happening in this show. And she gets called Savage She-Hulk in here. And she also says the line, "Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me if I'm angry." Get it? Because Hulk, get it?
Yeah, I get it. I don't like that I get it because it's here, but I get
And
it.
we have like a narrator over it who at some point says, "The creature is driven by rage and pursued by online trolls." That's the line. She's like on an old Atari.
I'm on an old Atari.
And does this. It's like an Intelligentsia website. It's like, hulking. She-Hulk is stupid. Enter reply, "You're stupid." Comedy. Please laugh.
No!
Oh, man, you refuse.
I will not. I will not.
So yeah, they also have like a practical She-Hulk actress, I guess. Which I'm waiting for.
I think they should have had.
Yeah, it's like really bulky, almost look like it.
Grr.
Look at them. Look at her go.
Roar. I am woman.
It's like a big bulky woman. I don't know if she's like a weightlifting person or something.
She does kind of look like a yeah. Well, if they were going for female Lou Ferrigno, that they have kind of succeeded there
Yeah, I think so
from
too.
this one frame. Yeah,
Lucy Ferrigno.
nice, nice. They wouldn't have made that joke in the show. That's too clever.
Yeah, no, that guy is not mentioned at all.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's her. The show just kind of goes like, fueled by rage, and we get like this title card for the show. It's like the Savage She-Hulk.
Interesting. Mm. Mm. Okay then. Well.
So yeah, that's that's
Well.
how
Well.
we
Well.
start.
Okay then.
They just put
Okay.
that in here, by the way. That has nothing to do with the show. They just felt like doing that and just made that
Mhm.
her dream, I guess, because right after that she wakes up in her maximum security prison cell. And I don't know, I feel like they just wanted to do that at some point. It's like, hey, that could be kind of cool. And there's, oh, let's just throw that in front of this episode. So, okay.
I get the. You know what? I feel like there was a like an opportunity here for a legitimately clever fourth wall break with this intro, and I imagine that they didn't take it, so they just kind of just stapled it on.
Yeah, might have done that. Because
Hmm.
narratively, it's like completely detached. There's nothing to it. Instead, just like, hey, we did this. Isn't that cool? It's like it could have been cool in another show, maybe.
Yeah, like one that is written not by idiots. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. Possibly.
that'll be something. That'll be crazy.
I know, right?
That'll be crazy. So yeah, that's what we do. So I discovered something. So you know how they hide these QR codes throughout the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So normally it's like on, I don't know, papers on a wall or like in a newspaper or some flyers on I don't know, on some lamppost or something. They put QR codes on the prison cell shirts, the prison shirts.
I wish you could see my face right now. I'm in shock.
And I checked back because I was curious. That was on Blonsky's as well. So they did that in the second episode already. Why would you put that there? Like, now you made this a universe thing. If someone in universe scans that QR code, they get a free She-Hulk issue or something.
I'm just wondering. Like my brain is just it's thinking about the logistics of a prison
Yes.
that tags its prisoners with QR
It's
codes
bizarre.
and what. I feel like that might be a security risk, but I maybe not. I don't know. I just have many questions related to that. Many questions.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I get put it in like in the background or something, or hide it somewhere on a paper, but putting it on things like a prison garb or a prison uniform, it's like that's odd. Like, why would that even be on there? It's really weird to think about. But then again, the writers didn't think about it, so why would I? Because I can't help
True.
myself. That's why.
Should have been like scrolled on the wall with feces.
Great pause face, by the way. Oh yeah, this could have actually been another pretty good thumbnail. I look, it's like,
Yeah,
the
I
show.
got a pretty good pause when I was watching a show earlier today. This was fun. I paused at the exact right time when I was watching this show. This is great.
Yeah.
And I didn't even it took me 10 minutes to notice because it was paused for 10 minutes and then I was just like, this looks like something else. This looks like something else.
That looks like sex. Hang on. Why is that so big? Make of that comment what you will. There you go. This is what meme found as a pause frame in Transformers.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, it already has
Bumblebee is
one
modern
half,
dress.
one half of the thing in the bottom right. Also, already has hub. It's just 4 letters missing, and we're good.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, someone Photoshop that.
Oh man, this is one. This is, oh god, I'm not ready. I'm just. Anyway, I'm already losing my mind here. So yeah, we got this prison outfit having QR codes. Oh, by the way, I tried to scan it like for 5 minutes straight, and I was not able to do it. It just didn't work. I just couldn't
No matter
make
the
it
angle?
scan from any angle. I tried different frames. I don't know. Maybe it works with different phones or with another software, but my built-in QR scanner was like, I don't wanna.
Yeah. Might be that you gotta like really work where you gotta take the screenshot and then you've got to stretch it and rotate the screenshot and then you gotta change the contrast. You know, it's too much effort for
Yeah.
what you're doing, basically.
Absolutely. But yeah, she gets a visit from Mallory, Nikki, and Pugs. Like, oh hey, you're here. What's up? And there's, hey, you're right. She's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, hey, were you able to get a hold of Bruce? And Pugs like, well, I tried to, and it was very hard to stay serious because I was calling the freaking Hulk. But he wasn't able to get a hold of him. And then Mallory says, well, let's get down to brass tacks. And Mallory says, oh no, wait, Jennifer says, oh yeah, right, we need to track them all down. Like the people that got my private info so we can go against them and all that stuff. And I was already here, it's like, how about you work on getting out of here first, you fucking muppet? Like, what?
No.
You're in a prison cell. The one Abomination was in. You're like, we need to go after the other ones. Like, maybe do your thing first and then do the other one. You know, that would be smart.
No, all things.
But you know, Mallory, based as she is, because she's probably the only sensible character in this whole show, says, no, forget about them. We need to talk about your case. I was like, oh, smart. Good job.
Yeah. Good job. You can get a show next. And you can get a show. And you can get a show. Everyone gets a show. And they're all going to be terrible.
So yeah. And Jennifer just says, well, it was a targeted attack and I was angry, which would be everyone in my case. And, you know what? Well, that might be true. Mallory also says, like, hey, you are an out-of-control Hulk, or at least that's what the witnesses saw back there. And I was like, yeah? You almost killed a lot of people, collapsed the whole building? Yes.
Kind of bit, yeah. Yeah, you did bad. You did bad.
You did bad. Hey, may I remind you of this whole thing in the beginning? Like, first episode, we're going all the way back. Remember her epic monologue and all this stuff? It's like, hey, I'm so much better with control of anger, and I'm so good. No problem.
Even pro now.
Now she's getting in trouble for the exact thing she says it's so good at. Yeah, so that's great.
Kind of makes you wonder about the messaging the show is going for, because clearly because I think a lot of people are just like, well, doesn't this show that she was in the wrong? And she's like, well, yes, but also, but you got to remember there's some confusion there, because the thing she was being boastful about was the whole catcalling thing, and related, which kind of gives the impression, oh, so she is meant to be in the right, because clearly this show is being framed in that more feminist sort of way. But now it turns out she isn't right. So if they were going for that messaging, they kind of shot themselves in the foot by doing it.
Exactly. And again, fucks over Bruce's character, who did very little to make sure she wouldn't have that problem, and just let her go because she's so
Yep.
awesome. And again, wasn't the whole point of her character, which Bruce and her, quote unquote, figured out when they were doing their, quote unquote, testing, that she doesn't have to deal with an alter ego? That her powers aren't really driven by rage at all?
Yep. You would think.
Because if that's the case, her reaction to the sex tape and this doxing, whatever the fuck happened, should have been much more human and not like Hulk ragey, right?
Yeah.
Because as a normal human, you don't start punching a wall or the monitors.
You would at least try to pull out power cables first,
Yes.
surely.
And not fucking destroy a whole building. Like, her first reaction was like, oh, that's, and then she just fucking, and just crashes the whole fucking building. Which kind of implies she does have a rage side to her, which, from very little I know and I was able to see, is normally not a thing with She-Hulk. Like, her powers are pretty consistent from what I've read.
Yeah, I think the very initial transformations, she didn't have control, but she gained control pretty quickly. And then there was like another run. There was a more recent run called Savage She-Hulk, which was really unpopular, where they basically just turned her into Girl Hulk rather than being She-Hulk as she was known, and that was supposed to be like this huge reinvention for the character. No one liked it. No one liked it because it was just, yeah, you're just boy Hulk. You're big. Like, she had the same proportions as Hulk. She was just angry all the time. And then there was even an episode. There was even an issue apparently where it was just shitting on old She-Hulk all the time. And it was like, oh, thanks. That's how you keep readers. Sure. And so they don't do that version of She-Hulk anymore. They went back because that wasn't popular.
Oh, weird. Sometimes the old case of don't repair a working system rings very true.
Don't keep it. Yeah.
Or don't change a running system. Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's another thing. If we want to establish that she has an alter ego, that fucks up Bruce even more, because yeah, he just accepted this whole scenario without making sure that's actually true. And let's just say they did that fine. They did like tests for like weeks, and it's like, no, I don't think you got anything, or maybe it's like super deep hidden. Just be careful. And she did all the training, so we could have done something much more interesting, where actually she could have gotten all this training and from Bruce, learns all the basics, and it's like, hey, when this shit happens, you need to just calm the fuck down, or you just get people in trouble, and do all these things. And then at some point, you could make her snap. Like, one of her friends or family get seriously hurt or even get killed during a fight. It's like, that would be a much more sensical and impactful situation for her to go like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna go fucking angry because you killed my best friend right there. You killed Nikki in this scenario, which I guess is her best friend. I don't know. She's a non-character. So, yeah. But what are we doing? We don't even know if she has an alter ego, but she fucking snaps because of some dumbass internet trolls and destroy a whole building and kill almost several people over some nudes on the sex tape.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you got a shitty thing that happened to you, but get your fucking shit together, man.
And also, what the fuck were up with the people who were running the show? Shouldn't that have been... I feel like it should have been an easy thing to turn off that screen, but no, it just keeps playing.
Yeah, no one.
punches it.
Someone must have been in control of these things, because there were like those images and everything on there. Someone must have put that on there, like a producer or something, especially on a gala like this. So yeah, fucking dog shit. So, Mary tells her, oh, we got a plea deal for you, and the conditions are basically you have to wear an inhibitor now forever, and you also get fired from your job. So now she's like Blonsky, has an inhibitor, and is not allowed to transform. And you know what? Get fucked, I don't care. Bruce told you the exact thing is gonna happen, and you were like, no, I'm so amazing. I'm not gonna, no. I'm so much better at you. than this, so fuck you.
Oh no. If she's going down the Blonsky path, is she going to write a self-help book?
Maybe, I don't know. She doesn't do that
Like,
in this episode.
could you imagine the self-help book that this person would write?
A bad one?
A very bad one. People would jump off buildings thinking that's going to improve their circulation. That's the sort of thing I expect.
Yeah. We wanted to have a doxing scene, but we didn't really know how to write doxing. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in your sheltered little emerald bubble.
So yeah, she just has to like empty her office and everything. And then Nikki says, I stole all the food from the office kitchen and I put it in your car because screw this place. But then also says, but I will continue working here because they pay me nicely. I was like, great, thank you. You're a fucking hypocrite and I hate you. Stop pretending like you don't care for this place. But then it's like, well, I don't pay well. I don't have a moral backbone. That's fine. It's just my friend who getting fired.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all G in the machine.
If she wouldn't have said anything, would have been fine. Just help her move out and then you can do your job. Like, I get it. You do need a job. But don't start with, oh, screw this place. But I'm staying because they pay me nicely. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. They pay well and the person I work for got fired, so I won't have to do any work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then Jen says, oh, don't worry about me. And the other two tell her, I always got your back. And it's like, yeah, whatever, fine.
I just like to think that they were looking for an excuse to fire her because objectively she's a terrible lawyer, but she gets all these accolades because she's green.
Yeah, the boss is just like, oh, thank fuck she fucked up so badly. You can finally fire her.
Finally. You,
Oh.
other woman, you can be She-Hulk now.
Go on, Mallory.
Get the
Turn
green
into
paint.
She-Hulk. It's like, I can't, boss. Then you're fired too.
It just fires the whole building, just systematically trying to find a replacement.
Yeah. Sometimes the best part of a script is when the writer deliberately chooses to keep a character silent when they could make the character say something meaningless. Yeah, it's just all this whole thing is like, oh, we gotta put a funny in here. It's like, and then make the character a piece of shit with that line.
Gotta get our quota up.
Yeah. Then we see like some news outlet talk about all this happening with Jennifer. It's like, oh, she's got fired. She's not allowed. She's convicted. Blah 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 blah. With all these things, and also that an anonymous neighbor says that they're uncomfortable that they have an unstable super being living close to them. Aren't you glad the Sokovia cards are gone? That was awesome.
I'm so happy that they repealed the thing that was meant to help people feel safe with the thing. But no. You would think there would be more laws by now, but no. Carte blanche, everyone. Superpowers for everyone. No regulations. No one likes regulation, right?
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, as someone in chat says, a fair warrior of the guy's like, yeah, of course. Of course it is.
Yep.
You don't know what's happened to these fuckers. That's fine. We got rid of them in one line and probably will never hear of them again. Because people don't want to deal with it.
Or they're like, by the She-Hulk name or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And yeah, it looks like apparently no one wants to hire her anymore. And she gets like surrounded by news people everywhere. She's like in front of her house and everything. And yeah, apparently she has so little money now that she has to move out of her own flat and go back to her parents' place. How much time has passed, you might ask? I don't know. Can't be that much though, because the reporters are still after her even when she's back with her parents. And as you know, interest from reporters is a week max, depending on what topic is gonna go around. So yeah, they're still around and even bothering the home place. So yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Is she just really bad with money?
Sorry?
Is she just really bad with money?
Maybe, I don't know.
Wow.
So
she's already destitute. She was like a fully working lawyer. They make big bucks. per case, just so we're all aware.
Oh yeah. She should have plenty in reserve. I would imagine, unless she just blows it all on coke and hookers or something. I don't know.
Yeah, all dressed like Daredevil.
Yeah. um. So yeah, she's back with her parents now, and at some point Nikki comes over to visit, and they're trying to figure out the people that are running Intelligentsia, and they say that it's one dead end after another. They open servers outside of U.S. jurisdiction, and it's means it's gonna be tough to get a hold of them and even sue them. So it looks like they made sure that this website is good to go. Whatever happens, not easy to sue, not easy to find, all that good stuff.
Please.
So yeah, everything you probably want to do in that kind of scenario. And after Nikki establishes that they apparently were pretty smart about these kind of things, because they were all kinds of doing like dodgy and scummy shit on there. She says. So yeah, they did a pretty tight job, as I just said, and it's like, well, Intelligentsia is only made of dumb dudes, so someone will have to slip eventually. It's like, you just said whoever put the servers up did like a pretty darn good job of not being found. So I don't know why you would call them all dumb, but you know what? It's gonna crush those Twitter trolls, those Reddit Intelligentsia trolls, 4chan.
The hacker
trolls.
known as 4chan.
What if it was made by women? No, that's not a thing. They say it is only dudes on this platform, and that's canon now. That's just yeah.
Remember, there are no women on 4chan or Reddit. It's all dudes. It's all dudes.
Yeah. But yeah. So this way they will figure out eventually who's behind this, and just like destroy them by all means necessary. And Jen's like, legally. And she's like, well, that's boring, but whatever, we do it the Jennifer way. And then the mom comes in with snacks, and it's like, yeah, because we need comedy now. She's like, hey, I have this high school video of Jen and her friends, which is super embarrassing and hilarious. I'm gonna show it to you. And Jennifer's annoyed by this, obviously. And it's like her in high school twerking with friends or something.
Oh no! Oh no!
And there was like a throwaway line at the end of the scene that I didn't realize was important. It's like, send me the video, and she's like, already did. So, because she uses that video in a little bit to get the attention of Intelligentsia.
She used the twerking video as bait.
Yeah.
See, the twerking was foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It was
also,
essential.
I completely forgot about it. Remember this Dennis guy? Dennis Bukowski?
Mm-hmm.
He's now in the news talking about how he was in a lengthy relationship with She-Hulk and how shit she is. So he's just using that to get on the tally, I guess. That doesn't mean anything. They just put it in there. It's like, look how mean everyone is to She-Hulk. How dare they? How mean.
Oh my god.
How
my goodness.
mean.
Oh
Something low point of the character, if you haven't got it already.
Oh my god. Low act low. Low blow. She does blow, and that's why she has no money.
But yeah, we then cut to her going to bed, and the mom continues to be shit and asks her, could you move the bookcase? And when Jen says no, the mom was like, oh right, you can't be Girl Hulk anymore. It's like, fuck me.
I see the apple didn't fall far.
Oh, it's so funny though, isn't it? It's so funny how shit her mom is. So funny.
Now there are two of them.
Yeah. So then we get fourth wall break-tisms happening.
Here we go.
And she says like, oh right, I will never be She-Hulk again. She knows that that's what she wanted, but this doesn't feel right. And she says that this is even a reluctant superhero story. I'm just getting screwed over. I was like, no, you fucked up. The thing that happened to you is legit a shitty thing. Of course. The way you have dealt with it is exactly what Bruce told you shouldn't do and was about to train you. And you said, no, that's not going to happen to me. So, no, fuck off. Fuck you. I have no sympathy for you.
You deserve it.
I just shut. It's so
Shut your
frustrating.
mouth.
It's so frustrating. And then a narrator starts talking. Jennifer has lost all her power and has now no will to fight. And she says, no, we're not doing a narrator. We're not that off the rails. In hindsight? Oh, boy. Oh, in hindsight, we're not off the... I forgot about that line.
What is on the rails?
There's no... We never... Where we're going, there are no rails. There's not even a train station. There's not even the floor.
God. Oh God! Back to the Future 3.
So
trains were in that.
She then tries to reach Bruce again, and also Blonsky, and we both see that the message did not go through. It's like, not deliverable, not delivered. And she thinks, Blonsky might be a good place to talk, but they're both unreachable. And then she just says, hey, Blonsky said to come over anytime I want. And she's just like, now is this time. And then she looks back in the camera again. It's like, makes sure to mention, I'm not running away from my problems. It's a mental health break. And it's like, whatever, fuck off.
Come up with better jokes, please.
So yeah, implication obviously is, Bruce is still in space somewhere, and Blonsky, I guess, just doesn't have any cell reception in his weird cult house. Yeah.
She-Hulk's gonna start her own cult. It's gonna be a she-cult.
She-cult. So yeah, then we go back to Nikki, and she takes the video that she just got from her mom, from Jen's mom, and posts the college tisms, the video, on the Intelligentsia website. Look at this. Put it on your website. And it's getting immediately flooded with angry men comments.
Oh, I just saw the tagline for Intelligentsia. We are the web.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you have here? We have like, so she spent law school dancing instead of studying? Would have hit it then. Now she's an angry beast. You can see her thong at 117. And then another one. Good find, Brozev. Wait, then the same. Wait, hang on. They recycled the fucking name. We have Kitty Cat on top, and then a bit down we have Kitty Cat again saying owned.
Owned noob, epic ponage, man.
What is his name? Panda guy. The truth speaks.
The hacker known as 4chan.
What a joke. I used to like that song. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that has been just posted. As I posted 1 minute ago. And yeah, she put it up there. Boom! Immediately. Direct message from Hulk King. Epic find! There's a private event tonight. You should come. Deets below. It's like, oh wow, that was easy.
You don't know how people talk. I wish you knew how people talked. It
Deeds
would help
below.
your show.
Show me Deeds nuts. Sorry. And yeah, this is not like a diversion or anything from Hulk King. She just straight up gets an invite to this party. Which, by the way, this is like a physical event. It's not like an online meeting or anything or a Zoom call. We're talking about an actual event where you physically go as a member of this website. And
4chan Con.
of course, it's like in the area, no problem. Because we need it all to be conveniently together on the website that probably has people from all around the world. You know?
Yeah. Also, if he just sends out the invite. What if she was a cop?
No.
What if she was a cop?
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's an illegal website because it's just like a Reddit thing, and they're just being scum on there. So it's not. It's like this gray area. So I don't think they have to worry about cops. I think. Then again, I don't know.
But the event was like a hacking into like a public event and then leaking
Yeah.
private video taken without consent. I can
Oh, you're right.
believe
That was branded by Intelligentsia. You're right. Yeah, no, they should be worried about cops.
Yeah, they should be very worried.
You're right.
They should be very. They hid their identities behind their Doomcock mask for a reason.
Yeah. So yeah, at that point it was like, have they not checked on the guy that made the tape, the sex video that she hooked up with, Josh? Like he's not even in this show anymore. Like he could be he's gonna be legally fucked for sure. He recorded her with other knowledge, put it on the internet, spread it everywhere. You can go after him for sure, easily. You have his face, you have his everything. You could easily track him down.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
But you don't hear anything about this guy so far. We hear him mentioned once in this episode, but no one is going after this guy. So.
And she's a slut. What about the guy? Is he a slut too? I need to know.
Yes.
Intelligentsia.
So yeah, that's great. They're very smart. They're all very capable lawyers. I love it. Good stuff. And then even Nikki says, "Oh, that was easy." Or maybe I'm a genius. And I was like, whatever. Shut up. So yeah, this is an IRL event. And then she reads like, she writes, "Hell yeah, I'll be there." And then it says, "Anyway, see you at the event, bro." And she's like, "Oh, it's all men. I can't go there. They're gonna, I don't know, touch me in places or something. I don't know.
They're gonna see my boobies in my fully clothed outfit."
Okay, so this is the first part. You gotta. Okay, everyone, I need you to buckle up. You gotta put on your cringe belts because it's gonna get cringe. It's gonna get real cringe.
Oh, I didn't pack mine. It's
gonna get real cringe. Then hold on to something because Jesus Christ.
I got a bit of string. I can tie that around me, I guess.
So,
get out of that drawer. Get out of that drawer. Out of that.
So when she realizes, oh shit, I can't go there, she asks Pug if he would go with her. And yeah, this party seems to be pretty close because he can just drive there. Oh yeah, then we get a short scene where Jen arrives at the Blonsky estate and gets greeted by the ex-wrecking crew guy, and it's like, "Oh yeah, you can chill here, it's no problem, I'll get you in the guest room," and that's the scene. But now Nikki and Pug arrive, and Nikki just parks on the grass here. The reason I say this is she just chills here this whole time, wherein Pug is inside there, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody asks why she's parking on the grass or anything, and running around with her phone like crazy. But hey, that's the least of the problems we have here.
Well, they're playing the "Don't Touch Grass" challenge.
I see. So
yeah,
she's like, "Hey, Pug, you need to go in there and mingle with the trolls. I will be on the phone with you at all time. So keep your earbud in." He's like, "Isn't that suspicious?" Like, no, that's normal today. You're probably not the only one who has that. It's like, yeah, I guess. She then also makes sure to tell him to refer to women as females at every time. I was like, what? Is that a thing? Or is that just cringe they made up? What the fuck does that even mean? Why would you say that? Why would anyone say that?
There's like a reputation, but I don't think it's actually accurate because I've never seen it in the wild. I've just heard it said by people who are describing incels, but never have I seen it before.
They pay attention to Twitter. I guess that makes sense.
They gotta speak like Ferengi.
So yeah, he goes inside, and we have this party going on, and in the subtitles I saw some people going and hear in the background is what they say, and then this one man is like, "You didn't get that it was a good movie. Sit your sweet ass down. Let me explain." It's like, okay. That's just chatter in the background. But yeah, Pug is just running around to mingle with the trolls, and you just hear these guys talk when he goes into a circle, and then we fucking doing it again. The meta commentary that doesn't make any fucking sense in universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now we let actual people talk to each other saying these things. So, this guy goes, why does there even need to be a She-Hulk? It's not like there's a He-Hulk. And Lady Thor, she just sucks, okay? I was like, Lady Thor? She was around for like a cup of coffee and then died.
Was she even... I haven't seen Thor Love and Thunder, but how long was
Good.
Lady Thor actually on Earth for them to know about that? It seemed like a road trip through the cosmos sort of
she
film, right?
She went to New Asgard. Then the Hammer decided to help her, but actually killed her, I think, if that was the thing. And then they thought Christian Bale, and that's where she died. So
she wasn't on Earth. What?
No. New Asgard is on Earth. So she.
Oh, New Asgard is on Earth. That's right. I was
thinking
of old Asgard.
But this couldn't have. It was maybe like a week, maybe 2. I mean, that's another story where we actually don't know the time frames. But that just means some of the Asgardians must have gone around and fucking told the story about Lady Thor. You know, so who cares? She's fucking dead already. So what's your problem anyway? It's like she died.
Is this show implying that there's just like a hardcore like 4chan community in New Asgard? Like just a bunch of incel Asgardians?
Really pissed
about Lady Thor.
But then he goes on to say, it's like, I don't only say that because she's a woman. I would have the same criticism if she was a man. And I was like, so here's the thing, I don't know what his arguments are. We don't know if he's a hypocrite yet, I guess. And we are completely going by meta knowledge here. It's the same problem with the dumbass online quotes earlier in the season. No one is going around in the fucking MCU making female versions of superheroes. It all happens because of circumstances, accidents, whatever things is happening. Especially She-Hulk. It was a fucking accident. So, no. Same with Lady Thor.
They're not even keeping it vague. Like, they're not saying, like, oh, I think there should be less female superheroes. Because they're not trying to stretch it. They're literally quoting online things where the point where it doesn't make any... There's no way to spin this. There's no way to spin this.
It's a shitty satire that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, someone is going around making female superheroes in universe. Like, no, it's not what's happening.
Was me. It was me. I did it. I did it. I have a fetish. It was me. I am called the fetishizer in the MCU. There we go. I have your lore right there.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, at some point you even hear someone say, "Oh, no one's allowed to make jokes anymore." It's like, fuck me.
Stop. It's every straw man you've ever heard.
Yeah, it's insane.
But in live action.
It's the big cringe. I think I stopped like 2 or 3 times during that section and just got up and walked around my flight and was like, I got cringe bumps at some point, like actual cringe bumps. I was like, this is the biggest cringe.
Step 1 to satire: actually understand what you're satirizing.
Yep.
They couldn't pass that part.
But Puck struggles to get into conversation and just goes around, just kind of hypes him up. So he's like, come on, Puck, time to be gross. I was like, okay. And what does he say? He goes back into the circle and says, females, am I right? And all of the other go like, yeah, you're right. This is where this is the biggest cringe bumps I've ever had. This is like actually says like, females, am I right? And it's like, yeah, you are.
Oh my god, I'm having to actively, because a part of me just wants to invert, but I realize my face can't be seen, so I have to really vocalize just how much my face is imploding with cringe.
Yeah.
Right now, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I think this is where I took like a 5-minute break or something, because I couldn't. I just couldn't. It's the Chris like, females, am I right? And then the others actually say like, yeah, you're right. Like this could have been.
What does that mean?
This is like.
What does that mean?
This is where you can realize how absurd your commentary is, and the others go like, "Fuck are you saying? What are you doing, you fucking weirdo?" This is where the comedy could come from. But they're just leaning completely into it and say like, yeah, women, right?
This is like a parody of satire you would see on The Simpsons or Futurama or something, where they're trying to parody the people who think that they know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like this is what you would imagine the exaggerated version of parody satire would be. Oh, what have you done?
Mm-hmm.
What have you done?
So yeah. So now that we got that cringe done, there's more. Don't you worry. Because right after he says that, everyone's like, "Yeah, you know who shows up? It's Todd, the guy who called She-Hulk a specimen.
Oh,
He's here too.
Specimen Man.
Yeah." And he goes into the circle and just goes like, "Yeah, Pug is great." I think he calls him Mother Pugger as well, because he's called Pug. You get it?
I am laughing so hard.
Yeah. So
this was yes.
So he goes into the circle, and I'm just gonna read what he says. It's like, "Is She-Hulk better than the Hulk?" And then all the other ones go like, "No." "Is she as strong as him, smart as him?" "No." "She wouldn't even have her powers without him, right? So why do we have to act like she earned everything? Here's where I'm at. Superpowers should go to the best person for the job, right?" And everybody just goes like, "Exactly, totally, yeah." I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this?
Do they know that Bruce got his powers by accident too?
They don't know fucking anything. They're insane. The people who wrote this are insane. Makes no sense. I can hear meme inverting. Yeah, me too.
Dr. Banner doesn't like gamma rays, turned him into the Hulk. That's how it happened!
That is how it happens, yeah. We found a dialogue worse than Batwoman. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kate.
Come back, Kate. We need you.
Super massive cringe hole.
So yeah, absolute insanity. And then Nikki, who's still on the phone with Pug, tells Pug to tell them she got it through nepotism. And so he does, and everyone's like, yeah. I was like, you're trying to make me believe that they seem to believe that she caused the accident on purpose so she can get the powers? Like, what's going on? In this instance of She-Hulk, Bruce didn't even do it on purpose. It was a fucking accident. He didn't even mean to give her anything.
Show. People are retarded enough in real life for you to make decent satirical commentary. You don't need to turn them into these cartoons. People are retarded enough without your exaggeration, without your fiction, dare I say.
So, yeah. Very, very, very good. And Todd then asks, "Oh, do you think she boned the boss? Holloway? You know, the boss of the agency, the law firm, I mean." And then Nikki tells Puck, "Tell them yes and be angry about it." And then Puck is like, "Yeah, it pisses me off." And everyone's like, "Yeah, fuck She-Hulk." And then Todd says, we're vibing. Like, this is great. And then Puck asks him, "Hey, how did you even get involved in everything?" He says, "Well, I created Intelligentsia, and I am Hulk King." Dun dun dun.
Oh my goodness! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I am so shocked. I am so shocked.
So
I am shocked.
yeah,
He's
he's the founder and big boss of Intelligentsia. And actually, I had to go back to the episode where Josh was boning She-Hulk, and I misunderstood the visual there. I thought he was Hulk King, but the visual is more intended to say he wrote a message to Hulk King, which I didn't understand at the time. or misunderstood. So I thought he was hulking, but I guess he wrote the message to him. So yeah.
Be powerful.
So yeah. He's here now. He's the big bad. And
hello, Cockman.
So Nikki now loses reception, and Puck is on his own, and she's worried because he isn't good at improvising. But you know what? That's fine. That doesn't actually matter because next he just needs to listen to what people are saying, and he doesn't actually need to do anything active anymore. So it doesn't fucking matter. So I don't even know why this is in here.
Reason.
And yeah, as I said, she's just been parking here out there talking on the phone loudly to this guy, and nobody gives a shit right in front of the door. But yeah, that's fine. So Todd then gathers the people all in this thing, so he can now be on stage and acts like all cringy and jumping around. It's like, oh, I'm so proud we hacked She-Hulk's phone and showed the people what a monster she is. And it's like, yeah, you did it, woo, yeah, great. Anyway, we go to Jen, who is in the Blonsky-tisms, and asks the wrecking guy, like, hey, where's Emil? And he's like, oh, he's in the lounge, he's having some private event, and we learn basically immediately, oh my god, Emil is hosting them and is a guest of the Intelligentsia Cringe Brigade.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
And he comes in as the Abomination. And it was like, yeah, Abomination is cool. And he tells them, oh, I'm so honored to be there, be your life coach tonight, and you all make great progress at seizing their goals, and everyone's like, yeah, woo, Abomination. And Jen makes like her way in here, and it's like, Abomination, what do you do here? You've been turning into Abomination? And it says, only for counseling, nothing bad, strictly for profit. And then Nikki bursts in and says, Park, come here. Todd is hulking, and tells him, that's bad. And then he says, you think the sex tape was the worst of the things that happened? I got your blood from Josh, and my team made it safe for me to use, and he injects it into him. And Jen just kind of says to the audience, like, this can't be correct. This surely won't work. So he turns into the Hulk, the incredible Toddlk or something.
Himself Hulk.
So yeah, this is where the thumbnail comes from, and he turns to the audience like, "Come at me, bro!" Now we get this very good image.
Insulk.
So he turns into the Insulk, yeah. Then Titania bursts through the wall for no reason. And Jen
again?
And Jen is just calm down. We get there. Jen is just talking to the audience like, she too? Isn't this messy enough? She says to the audience. And Hulking goes for Jen, gets protected by Abomination, and Todd tells the other peeps to get her, and some of them charge towards Abomination, which is funny. All of a sudden, Hulk bursts through the ceiling, yelling and saying, "Let go of my cousin, asshole!" And he starts fighting the Abomination, thinking he took her hostage or something. And Titania is yeeting the Intelligentsia people around for some reason. And then Jen says to the audience, "This is a mess. None of these storylines make any sense. Is this working for you?" And now, Chad, you need to shut up, Chad. Okay, if you know what happens next, shut up.
Oh no.
Meme, I need you to take all these factors into consideration. Everything I just told you.
I'm trying.
Consider everything. Like, what's just happened, her fourth wall breaking stuff right now. What do you think? What do you think, to the best of your guess, is gonna happen next? What's happening? Take a wild fucking guess.
She's gonna wake up. It's all a dream. Everything was a dream. She's gonna wake up. And that is what's gonna happen.
Okay, that's it. I thought you would do something outlandish or something. I mean, that's pretty outlandish, to be honest. So.
yeah. Like the way you're describing it, all I can think is the only way any of this makes sense. And maybe this is my brain trying to make sense of it. It's just like this feels like the nightmare. This feels like a nightmare, but then again, the show is a nightmare. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I never know what to expect from this show. I expect so little, and it finds a way to bulldoze through the ground over and over, and it breaks me.
Okay. What if I tell you she breaks the fourth wall, goes into the real world, talks to the writers, and then to a big AI that has algorithms to create the near perfect scenario for every Marvel Cinematic story out there and changes it to another story?
Oh, I would say they've not earned this at all because everything's been so shit, and they've not really leaned on the fourth wall that heavily up until this point. But now they're all of a sudden going from 0 to 100. What? Okay. No. What the hell? Oh no. Oh no, no.
We get
It's
the
like,
Disney Plus screen with
oh
thumbnails,
god. Oh
and
lord.
she's like, "Hey, what are you doing? That can't stop me. Let me break this inhibitor real quick." And then she kicks in the thumbnail of She-Hulk, and looks around and finds Marvel Assembled, which I think is a documentary or like a making of, and kicks that in. And well, she goes to the real world to talk to the production team and the writers. I'm not making this up. This is what happens in the show.
But does she at least say, "Hey, people don't talk like this in the real world"? Does she?
Stop the car, I want to get out, someone writes.
Stop! I want to get out. Oh.
The actual writers? Yes. Mrs. Gao is in this episode.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, if I was in She-Hulk, I would be trying to climb out of it as well. I would be trying to climb out of it as well. Ugh.
So yeah, she jumps into the documentary so she can actually end up in the real world. So that makes sense, as someone pointed out in the in chat. That is true. That's true. So yeah, she's in our world now, basically. She's in the real world, and nobody seems very super impressed by this. So yeah, she just walks around the Disney compound or Marvel Studios compound. Some of them go like, "Is this She-Hulk? What the fuck? That's crazy." Some of them don't react at all because, well, she's just, animated in
is
here.
Is that a bad CGI effect? Wow, I didn't think we had those yet.
And yeah, she goes into the actual writing room.
Oh god, why would you why would you? Oh,
so they talk, and actually one of them says, "What if season 2 is just a very prolonged dream sequence or something?" Which, you mean, this is kind of a dream sequence. So yeah, she enters the fucking writing room and it's like, "Oh, hello." Has this happened before? Because they're like, "Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on?"
You'd be like, "What the fuck?" Right? You'd be like, very what the fuck.
Yeah. But, yeah, she enters the room, and yeah, no one is that surprised. Only thing someone says, like, isn't she supposed to be having an inhibitor? And, yeah, the actual writer of the show, something Gao, I forgot her first name.
Jessica Zhao? Is it Jessica Zhao?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Okay.
And, she's like, "Hey, is everything okay?" I was like, that's your reaction? Has that happened before? How many of your people get out of stories? What is going on? And then Jen starts shitting on the show. It's like, "What the hell, guys? What kind of stupid finale is this?" And then Gao says, "Well, we thought it'll be really cool and unexpected." And the other guy, writer next to her, is like, "Yeah, like fun and kind of a twist." I was like, "What is happening? What are we doing?"
All you've had up until this point is, "Oh, I look to camera occasionally. Now we're here."
Yes.
but Deadpool like is more meta than this. He probably would have earned this a little bit. No, you've not earned this. Also, you're not the writers to do this joke, this
Mm,
premise. Like you can't get basic things right. Now you're
yeah.
doing this really meta stuff that is like that is threading the needle when you're doing something like this. You are threading the needle. That is a very fine. You need to make sure you don't have shaky hands. Meanwhile, this is like someone with Parkinson's trying to thread the needle. It's not going to end well.
Yeah. And then Jennifer says, "Oh, a twist? Bad guy steals my blood and gets superpowers? Where did you get this original idea from? Was that from every other superhero story ever?" And then that writer homie says, "Well, there's certain things that are supposed to happen in a superhero story, and everyone like agrees." And I was like, okay. And
But no,
I'm sure they're not talking about good writing because that's not what they've been doing. So deconstruct this insanity.
not.
And now you seem to lampshade that the only reason it's so shit is because you had to do it this way because this is supposed to happen. And then Gao says, that is the story that Kevin wants. I was like, oh, talking about Kevin Feige here, Andre.
Oh no.
And Jennifer says, okay,
no.
then I want to talk to Kevin. And everyone starts
Oh, no.
laughing. And Gao says, no one talks to Kevin.
Just have a reaction. Be amazed. Be amazed that your character has flung off the screen and walked in the door. Please.
No. That's normal.
Please.
And then the other writer guy says, Kevin is so immeasurable, and she wouldn't ever get close to him. And then goes on to say, I would murder you to protect Kevin. It's like, okay, what is happening?
Oh no, they've turned themselves into cartoons now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I'm not sure what's happening here. Is like, are they making fun of Kevin Feige for being spread so thin and just giving them initial instructions in the beginning and then fucked off for all the other things he has to do? But even though that is happening, they still go like, oh, he's so important and great that I would murder for him. Like, what? I don't know if this is a praise or a kicking of Kevin Feige. I don't know. It's really weird. Because then Jen says, oh, this is very creepy, and the way you're talking about him is not healthy. And she then goes to talk, decides to go talk to Kevin right now.
Oh Lord, you need to be a very smart person to play with the fourth wall. You really do. And
Yeah.
it's like time travel. It's like, it's like it's like time travel, multiverse, fourth wall. Three very difficult things to get right. You need to be very smart, very aware, very on the ball. You need to submit your credentials with the basics first. If speculative fiction was like a course, this would be like this would be like your master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the stuff you would cover in that sort of thing. This is not. Oh God. Oh God. Oh
Yeah.
Lord in heaven, help. Jack Kirby, help.
So yeah, that's them. So She-Hulk goes to Marvel Studios, to the offices where Kevin is located, and she gets to like a receptionist or something. It's like, oh, hey, She-Hulk. Hey, I'm here to talk to Kevin. It's urgent. Hey, okay. And he talks to him. It's like, oh, you need to sign this non-disclosure agreement. And she goes through it, and it's very long. It's really funny. And in the meantime, he phones Kevin, says, she wants to see you, and then presses an alarm button that gets security here. And she goes, why did you make me sign this if you would have done this anyway? And he says, like, well, everyone has to sign it. So security arrives, and let me remind you once more that this is now supposed to be the real world. Like, these are normal security people who start attacking She-Hulk. And She-Hulk kicks one of the guys, makes him slide over the floor, throws one into the wall.
He's dead. He's dead.
Well, I got one specific one for you, because he is definitely fucked up. So,
oh God.
Let's see.
This is how you know they don't know what they're doing. Like, imagine.
Hey, look at this. Look at this.
Oh God. Oh Lord. Oh, please send him to hospital right now. You might be able to get 20% of his brain back.
If we're lucky, yeah.
Yeah, like this is the kind of thing you could have done a joke here where it's like, oh, right, real world, no plot armor. I've got to be very gentle. Like
Yeah.
that's how you use that. Like, I think it's called medium awareness when someone is aware that they're in a fictional work or that they're a fictional. That's how you use that. It's like you play with tropes like that, and then when you if you dare get them down to the real world, you have to really think. I mean, you would preferably want the writer to think about these things anyway, but this is where you like have to double, triple, quadruple make sure that things are following a certain thing. Because otherwise, what's the point? What's the point? There's no point.
Yeah.
They thought they were being clever. They're not being clever. They're too dumb they're too stupid to know they're stupid.
Yeah. He's literally just trying to do his job and stop some crazy person from barging into his boss's office. Yeah, this gets fucking nuked.
Mhm.
So yeah, she fucks all these guys up. But we don't care. They still have plot armor. They just lie on the floor, having a little hurty, bit ouchies, no problem. Yeah, they're all fine. It's cool. So she makes her way into this big room with a ton of screens. There's like all the Marvel movies running and all the series and seasons and
the little
stuff.
Matrix. Okay.
He's like, oh wow. And you can hear like in the background, oh, this is my secret. I'm always angry. Just like one of those quotes. And then we get to see Kevin. This is Kevin. Hey chat, this is Kevin.
Oh boy, yeah, bitch.
This is Kevin.
The real world. Hey.
It's Kevin.
It's
Kevin.
There might have been a joke here if this show was at all competent. Pretty sure Doom Patrol does a lot of jokes like this, but that show, I like that show. I think that show has a lot of good things going for it. She-Hulk does not. She-Hulk does not. She-Hulk has not earned this. She-Hulk is. Phase 4 has not earned this. Phase 4 has not earned this joke. It's so fitting that we're here right now after all of this crap. Because after they've done destroying everything, now we're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh Lord, it's Daisy, give me your answer to me.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna loop this scene a bit because we might be here for a while. So he's like, oh hey She-Hulk, what's up? And it's like, hey. He's like, oh wait, you're Kevin? And he says, yeah. What, were you expecting a man or something? And it's just like, I mean, yeah. And Kevin is an abbreviation for Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interconnectivity Nexus. So I'm actually going to go to the transcript now. And we go through this. And then we talk about stuff. So she's like, what is this? And it's like, hello, Jennifer. Kevin? It stands for Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interconnectivity Nexus. Were you expecting a man? And she's like, yeah, why would I expect a giant AI brain and not a man? And then goes on to say, wait, so you're the one who's making all the decisions here? And then Kevin says, I will answer your questions, but you must transform back to Jennifer. Why? And he says, you are very expensive. Oh, sure. But wait until the camera's off of you. The visual effects team has moved on to another project. Okay. There, do it now.
Wait, what? That joke doesn't make any sense. the visual effects team has moved on to another project, but she's standing there as the visual effect. The transformation isn't the transformation would be one visual effect, but Hulk is.
Yeah. Implying that they can't do it again now because they can't do the transformation because the visual effects team has moved to another project. Also, what a shit way to address this whole thing with the visual effect teams and stuff. Just lampshading that they haven't had her be She-Hulk this whole time because it's very expensive. And also saying like, oh yeah, we do so much stuff that we haven't even finished this one, so they already moved on, so we have to do it differently.
And you had the opportunity to like play with the fact that she's CGI. You could have done like the CGI model fucking up because the intern has taken over. Mm-hmm. Like she T-poses, she she does like the weird thing where the limbs invert on themselves because the tracking data fucks up. You can see the tracking. She accidentally reverts to mocap suit.
Yeah, there's so many things you could do. We don't do anything.
It's on the wall, people. It's right there.
Yeah.
And also, does she at least point out that he is a big visual effect as well?
No.
Or no?
Of course not.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're not even... oh, no.
So yeah, fuck those visual teams, I guess. We're just gonna say they already moved on. Fuck them. So yeah, the camera's on Kevin. Kevin. VIN, whatever, my brain. You just hear like rustling or something. She's like, oh, is this better? I was like, thank you. And to answer your question, yes, I make the decisions. I possess the most advanced entertainment algorithm in the world, and it produces near perfect products.
Please keep blowing yourselves. Please keep doing it. Don't have the self. Please break the fourth wall and still not have any self-awareness. Please. Mm-hmm. Please, Marvel. We can take out a couple of ribs. You can almost reach.
And then Jennifer asks, near perfect? And he says, some are better than others, but I leave that debate up to the internet. Okay.
Pussy!
Yeah. So now they're just kind of going for this whole, oh yeah, we just pump out so many things that it almost feels algorithmic. But it produces a lot of money, so I guess it's just like, yeah, we have this we have those near perfect products, because they make a lot of money, and yeah. And when asked why near perfect, they say, oh, we leave that debate up to the internet. It's like, oh, so you cowards, you have nothing to say in this. Actually, you just meant to address it and say like, look how aware we are. Isn't that great? Isn't that great how aware we are? It's like, no, you're not. You're not doing anything right now. You're just wasting my time.
This is not clever. You're not being clever. You're not as clever as you think you are. You couldn't write a courtroom scene. Why do you think you could write this metaphysical shit?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
It just doesn't work at all. It's fucking horrible. And then Jennifer says, well, Kevin, I'm not happy with what's happening in my story. And he says, you don't get to choose. He's like, why? She's like, why not? It's my show. Incorrect. It's Kevin's show. And then she says, well, regardless of creative ownership, can we agree that it is a legal comedy? No. And Kevin says, if that's what you prefer to call it. I was like, oh.
Someone debug Kevin. I think he's broken.
Yeah. So basically saying, oh yeah, it's called a legal comedy. But it feels like the writers don't even believe that themselves. Because saying it's like, oh, if that's what you prefer to call it, sure, it is. Yeah, okay. And then Jennifer says, then I would like to give my closing argument. And Kevin's like, oh, I see what you did there. You may proceed. It's like, fuck me. So she says, thank you. And goes on to say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is known for its big spectacles and high-stakes plotlines. But it's often said that Marvel movies all end the same way. I was like, what? And even Kevin says like, wait, who's saying that? And she says, perhaps this is a result of of following some unwritten rule that you have to throw a bunch of plot and flash and a whole blood thing that seems super suspiciously close to super soldier serum at the audience in the climax. I propose we don't have to do that. So now I ask, because I don't remember, when was the last time we had a super serum plotline in the Marvel thing?
Falcon Winter Soldier, I think.
So that's one. Then there's probably one with Hulk.
Hulk was
The Incredible Hulk, the very first Hulk.
Yeah, the last time Hulk appeared before this, like in non-Bruce Banner form, I think was Endgame. And like the last time he was actually proper Savage Hulk was Infinity War.
Yeah. First Avenger. Yeah, I think that has. Did other people? Oh yeah, I guess like the they wanted to get those. But yeah, how many is this? Like 4 or 5 maybe? In all of the Marvel
Not many.
Cinematic Universe that we can like scrub together right now. It's been Captain America movies, Hulk, kinda Iron Man 3, and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Civil War a little bit as a side plot.
Yeah. Incredible Hulk, just because I think there's some super soldier serum in there, which is how we got Abomination. But what else had it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not much.
Black Widow maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, like Black Widow if you stretch it a lot, I think. Oh yeah, well yeah, what's his name? The Russian super soldier was in it.
Red Guardian. Yeah, but I'm talking about plot lines, not just having it in there, because we're talking over the climax here.
Yeah, true.
Only the climax. I'm not talking about just in general, because we're specifically talking about super soldier serum at the audience in the climax.
Yeah, I think.
I guess Wakanda does count, Black Panther, because with their whole power thingy.
Kinda, yeah.
So let's be like super strict. Let's say it's 7. If we're stretching the soldier thing by quite a bit, apparently. Well, Metal, ask of how many super serums, how many times was it in the main climax, and the answer is probably 1% of the time. So this one time the show made. Wait, what? Super serum in the main plot? 100% of the time? What?
What? No. Last I checked, Thor didn't have a super serum.
Out of how many super serums, how many times was it in the main climax? And the answer is probably 100% of the time. So this one time the show may have a point. What? No.
No.
There might have been people that are super powered by some kind of serum, maybe, but it wasn't the main part of the plot.
When did that happen in Thor? When did that happen in Iron Man 3 maybe, but Iron Man 1 and 2, no.
No,
Avengers,
wasn't the point of the She-Hulk that every time serum shows up, it's part of the main reveal type thing? Yeah. Also, the Blood Bros mentioned in the first episode, which Bruce talking about it to Jen, so the line doesn't make sense at all. Civil War climax was personal drama. Winter Soldier climax was over the helicarriers. First Avenger was over the cube. Yeah. So point being, this shit doesn't make any sense. It's like it does. This is not the main problem of this writing thing they do. And just like that, even Kevin is like, "Wait, who's saying that?" And it's just like, "Huh?"
Yeah, like this comes off as this comes off as a scene written by people who have listened to the broader conversations around Marvel without actually having gone back and checking if anything they were saying was actually accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we can all agree there's a lot of really retarded criticism of Marvel out there, especially, over the course of the first 3 phases. There were a lot of, everyone, people saying every single one is exactly the same. All the characters are exactly it comes off kind of like that. this dialogue here where there's a lot of preconceptions being written into the show, but they didn't go back and go, oh yeah. Let's actually check. Because the thing is, the smart thing to do when writing this kind of meta character would be to go back through all the things and actually go in with a fresh perspective, and trying to just make your own observations that would actually be smart rather than just regurgitating what the general narrative has been. And
yeah, that's like this whole fucking thing they always do. Like, wasn't like the thing with this The Last of Us show where they told the whoever plays Ellie that she shouldn't play the games or something, like discourage them from playing the games. It's like, why would you do that?
Yeah, with the actors, I can the main thing I point out with that is sometimes they do it because they don't want them to just be like stiffly mimicking another person's performance. But if you're a writer or director, you should be going back and looking at this stuff.
So yeah, she proposes we don't have to do that, and the AI is like, huh? And then she says, it distracts from the story, which is that my life fell apart right when I was learning to be both Jen and She-Hulk. Those are my stakes, Kevin. Okay. And then the AI is processing this new data and asks, what is the ending you propose? And she says, well, can we not do Todd gets Hulk powers? Like the power. Wait, what is? There's no names next to the lines. And I kind of say, oh yeah, that's still her. Like the powers aren't the villain, he is, and he's like erasing the blood plot. So that's gone now from the story.
Okay then.
And Bruce swooping down from literal outer space to save the day in my story. But Bruce is supposed to return. And then the AI says, but Bruce is supposed to return to explain what he was doing. And she says, no, we don't need to hear any of that. But we were going to save it for the movie. And then the AI is like recalculating. And Abomination? So he's just changing all these things now because she says it. After all that, I just want him to hold himself accountable. And the AI is like, okay. And she also says, enough of this angsty nighttime. Let's do this big climax in daylight. Yeah. I should mention there's like a screen in the background where we see like a frame and like the things are just changing. Like she says that Todd goes back to human form. Bruce is gone. I think Abomination turns into Blonsky again. And she's like, yeah. I was like, are we done here? And then Jen says, oh, I would not mind seeing Daredevil again. A woman has his needs. It's like, Jesus Christ, really?
Let's swap the genders again. Let's put it under that test.
So, and then the AI says, well, historically, we've been light in that department. And then she just goes on. So, oh, well, I've got you here. And she just sits down. What's with all the daddy issues? We got Tony Stark, daddy issues. Thor, daddy issues. Loki, same daddy issues. Star-Lord, 2 daddies, 2 issues. And the AI in between is Jen. Oh boy, Jen, please stop. And I was like, yes, stop, please, stop it.
You've listed 4 characters out of how many that don't have daddy issues. Stop. Cease and desist.
Yeah, and then she says, oh, and when are we getting the X-Men? And she just makes a thumbs up to the camera. It's like, fuck off.
Stop. Go away. Oh, did they play the theme? They always play the theme when they mention X-Men.
Actually, I don't know. I didn't
I
feel like I would have heard that because it's a very, very prominent one.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just says like, I cannot tell you that. And it's like, okay, back to She-Hulk. She says, I have thoughts about seasons 2 direction. And the AI says, you will not be able to access Kevin again. What? That error on our platform has been fixed. It's like, what? So she can't do this anymore now, I guess? It's like, that's it? We're done? That's it. And the AI says, you obliterated the thrilling ending Kevin formulated. And she's like, yeah, that's what Hulks do. We smash things. Bruce smashes buildings. I smash fourth walls and bad endings. And then she says, and sometimes Mad Murdoch. And I was like, fuck!
You know,
Oh.
in the comics, she actually had to be taught by someone else how to break the fourth wall, and that was like something that was like a skill she had to learn. In this, it's just there, and she can just break out.
Yeah. And then Yaya says, okay, now get back to the show. See you on the big screen. She's like, really? No. He's like, whatever, Kevin. And then asks, should I transform back, or is it... What's the most budget-friendly way to do this, she asks. And then we go back to the actual show, who's now completely different. So can you believe that just happened, meme? Can you believe that's what we did? She goes like, oh, this whole storyline doesn't make any sense. What is happening? And she just goes to the real world and changes the story for herself. The way she likes it.
This feels like, because I have that knowledge of what She-Hulk is meant to be, this kind of feels like this is kind of what I was afraid they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
That they were going to go really meta, but they had no idea what to do with going that meta. They had no idea how to approach that level of meta-ness, and it would just vomit all over itself, and it would ruin the idea for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are with the Kevin bot, and probably killed some real people in there. With that hallway fight, fucking writers. No one is amazed at this CGI woman walking around. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Do you like how this AI, who apparently has calculated the best algorithm ever for near perfect products, just goes on to change everything because she's here?
Yeah, because
apparently she's so good at I don't know what, smashing bad endings, that the AI's like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea, and just changes everything. It's like, why?
You're not better than You're not better than the robot, honey. You're not even good at your own field.
Yeah.
You're not.
So yeah, that's that whole shenanigans going on. It's quite baffling. We do all these setups, and now we just change it in the end. So we just got rid of the plot line completely. We don't get Bruce, which kind of makes sense, but he's gonna show up anyway.
Oh God! Oh Lord! Help! Mother.
So yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. Like, I was just watching it in silence. I could not believe what was going on. Also, I don't know if they're trying to be nice to Kevin Feige with this, or trying to shit on him with this. I'm getting mixed messages here, because at one point the guy says, I would kill for him, he's so valuable. But then I was like, oh, no one ever talks to Kevin. It's like, I don't know what to take from this.
I don't think they knew either, to tell you the truth. I don't think they knew what they don't know anything. They didn't know.
Yeah. It's quite something. And this is not even the end of the episode. We still got still got a bit to go. Because now she goes back, already transformed as She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just get rid of this cycle thingy. Damn, that was a long scene.
What we've learned is that Jennifer Walters is oh my God, they did it again. She is the only person in the Marvel multiverse with free will, apparently.
Oh, you're right. She could just talk to the people. Yeah, that's a good point.
They did it again.
Well, I guess she can't go back to the real world anymore because they fixed that problem, or whatever they say. So good on them, I guess.
Yay.
And the writers are enslaving everyone with inhibitors. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, now it's daytime. We're in front of the house. There's police everywhere. Because after the so we go back to the actual storyline. We see all the characters are basically still here to some degree, except Hulk. So Todd does not have any powers. Titania is filming to her influencer follower people because She-Hulk is approaching Todd. She's like, "Oh, we're gonna be witnessing a murder right here." Gary's influencer, like videos on TikTok or something. So we see that Todd is being detained by the police and is like cowering in front of She-Hulk. She just says, just do it already. Just do whatever you need to do." And she says, I will deal with you in court. I will see you there, babe." Get it? Because he called her babe all the time. It's really witty. Then, after complaining to the fucking AI that the appearance out of nowhere from Hulk is fucking dog shit and makes no sense, Daredevil falls from the heavens.
Oh.
And does a superhero thing. It's like, "Hey, I'm here to help, Lamau."
Oh.
And he falls from the heavens. Let me see if I can get it here. Oh wait, that was too far. It happened so quick. Hang on.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. So.
You know.
Hang on. I'll show it. There you go. He goes like, and then all of a sudden, boom! Hello, I'm Daredevil. What's up? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my!
He went back home. He went back home to Hell's Kitchen, and I was like, "Sup? I'm here to help." I was like, "What? How's that better?" It's the same thing, but just with less time in between, but still impossible.
Oh god! You know, imagine. A thought dawned on me with that climax with the Kevin and everything. Imagine if instead of us here tearing apart the show and all the plot holes, all the bad writing and everything, imagine if instead one Jennifer Walters was reacting to the bad writing as it was happening, almost as if it was cluing the audience in that, well, yes, this is nonsensical, but we're going somewhere with it. And then it's almost like the story is a character struggling to be in a bad story. And that's when, and that's where you get that climax of, fuck it, I'm sick of this shit writing. We've done it for 9 episodes now. I'm going to tell you, no, we're not doing this. That could be fun if you handled it very carefully. You know, if you were, let's just say, media savvy, like you were aware of you know, you were a talented enough writer to write an intentionally bad story to tell kind of this fun meta story, but no, then these are not the writers to do this. So now we have Daredevil dropping from the sky, even though you had a problem with Banner dropping from the sky. But I guess you get to fuck Daredevil, so it's all good.
So yeah, Daredevil's like, "Hey, I'm here to help. What's up?" And she's like, "Oh no, you missed it all. It's all good." And he's like, "Oh man, that's lame." So he's just here now to chill out. And then we see Pug wondering, "Hey, are there a thing?" And Nick is like, yeah, but just chill out, it's fine. And then she goes to Blonsky. It's like, "As your legal advisor, I tell you, if you sign this, you're gonna go back to prison for 10 years because you broke your parole, because you turned to the Abomination." And Blonsky says, "Well, this is my karmic, was it karmic? Wait, what was the wording he used? It was really weird. I never heard that before. Hang on. This is my... Yeah, it's the karmic price I pay for my actions." Yeah.
Not even a conversation. It's just literally regurgitating what she said in the screen room. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, everything she just says, "I just want him to take responsibility." So he does. So he's actually not evil in the story. He just did it for profit, but still broke the law. So yeah. Sure, great, we got him out of prison, so now he can go back in. That's pretty cool. And now we don't have to deal with him for 10 years, apparently. Or do we?
Bum, bum, bum.
So she says, well, maybe you can write some haikus about it. He's like, sarcasm? Can't wait to read them, she says. And that's the climax of this story. No, we're not done yet, but this is the climax. This is the climax. We don't get the fight they teased or whatever, which I don't care about. It's probably gonna be shit, but man. This is now the big conclusion. All she wanted was a happy ending, I guess. So yeah. We now cut to them driving to the families, and yeah, Matt Murdock is now just chilling here, just visiting, apparently for a week. No clue how close this is happening to actual things that have been going on. But yeah, they just have some family barbecue and stuff, and yeah, they're just hanging out. Really, there's nothing super interesting here. Just some banter. It's like, oh, do you earn money, Matt Murdock? It's like, oh, I'm not really doing it for the money, but hey, you must earn some money, right? It's hard to raise kids in LA or something. Because, they're a pair now, a couple, whatever. And all of a sudden, oh my god, Bruce Banner is back! Whoa! How much time has passed? I don't. How much? He's back. He's here to chill.
Well.
So he says, well, yeah, hey, what's up? I'm back. You woohoo! And he's like, yo, I've been on the planet for a while. I'm gonna tell you all about it, but I want you to meet someone first. I want you to meet my son Scar.
Oh no! Oh no!
There he is.
No! Oh god! Why does he have a receding hairline?
I don't know.
Oh god! Oh no! Oh god!
Yep.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is how we introduce his son.
Oh god! I was also just having another thing. It's really fucked up that Daredevil has had his mind rewritten to want to just be with. Like, he's a sex slave now, right? Like, in a sense.
Yeah, just wants her needs. That's what she said. I don't think that's what they were going for, but that's basically what she said.
Yeah, and like, so the way you do this, right, if you're going for the whole meta thing, is that you have her get her quote-unquote happy ending, and everyone's happy and cheery, but then there's kind of this, like, melancholic, almost sinister undertone of, like, you got your happy ending, but it's actually very hollow and empty because you cheated to get it. Like, that's kind of what you would do with this sort of thing, and that instead, I'm going to assume they didn't have the self-awareness to have her almost have to hint at a hollowness to this ending, right? Like they're just treating it as a straight happy ending.
Yep. Also, it's kind of pointless the way they ended this, because she just rewritten the story for herself. It's like, I don't like this ending. I want to do my thing. It's like, okay. And the AI just goes like, you got it. I got this perfect algorithm, but you got it. Sounds like a pretty good idea. Funny. So yeah, I guess this is like kind of World War Hulk. That's where he has his son normally in the comics, right?
Planet Hulk or something like that. Then that leads into World War Hulk, I think.
Yeah, James just says Planet Hulk is never happening. Yeah, because that's basically what Planet Hulk happens when they shut them into space, right? That's normally when that happens. Like I say
Yeah,
normally, like that's the story in the comics, right?
yeah,
I've read
and
those
all of that
comics, but
happened
it's
off
been like a
screen.
million years. They're not in my memory anymore.
Yeah, so in the MCU, Planet Hulk happened off screen, and
Well, the thing is,
aren't you happy?
I guess they made Planet Hulk while he was up there during this show, but just I guess like in another order, because the shooting Hulk into space was like in phase 2 or 1 or something, right? That was like a while ago.
Yeah,
So
and then he was on that planet for 3, 4 years, so that would have been Planet Hulk, right? Like, uh, um, and but the thing is, Planet Hulk ends with the bomb going off, and then it leads into World War Hulk. 'Cause, um, this can't. What have you done? What have you done, Marvel? What have you
yep.
done? What have you done? What have you done?
Yeah, and I think then Matt Murdock says, "Man, your family, something else, man." Uh, oh yeah, remember how she was like in prison and everything, and had this inhibitor and stuff.
No more.
We see, yeah, precisely. We see this news guy that says, "Oh, uh, she was cleared of all her previous convictions." It's like, why? How? Bullshit. Why would? No. The show keeps doing that. Where it's like, they're all just gone. Why? It's none of your business. Shut up. Was it low blood sugar again?
Preferably fourth wall stuff should make your life more difficult, not less,
Yeah.
because then you kind of wonder what's the point.
Accountable. Yeah. By the way. So yeah, he asks us like, "Hey, what's up? What you doing? And what's your plan?" She says, "Well, people like Todd Phelps have to be held responsible for their actions. The message is that if you attack, harm, or harass innocent people, I'm coming for you." And the news guy says, "Do you mean in a courtroom or as a superhero?" And she says, "Both." Bum 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 bum. You're not a superhero.
Where are my razors? Where are they?
No, he
I
put them
need.
down.
Oh, here's a broken key that is sharp. I'm
Oh,
going to stick it in my wrist. I'm going to turn the key to the afterlife.
don't
Here
forget
we
it's
go.
stab, twist, gut. That's how you do it. Stab, twist, gut. That's how you.
Cool, cool, cool. Just so we. There we go.
That's yeah. That's how the story ends. Um,
So, um,
just kidding. We have an after credit scene. Bum ba dum ba. I fucking
oh,
got you because
oh.
we go into Blonsky's cell.
Then there's a turd in there, and it turns into the Hulk.
No, we need fugitive Wong bag, baby.
Oh Lord in heaven, help!
He
Help!
goes. Look what he does. He just teleports right in there. It's like, "Yo, Blonsky boy, what's up, my dude?"
I want to do
Teleports
more illegal
into the
shit.
cell again. Nobody sees it. Nobody cares. Wongers does his fugitive stuff again. Super criminal Wongers is back in the house, baby.
Woo!
Yay.
Yeah! Yay! Yay!
And
Yay!
Blonsky says,
Yay!
"Hey, that took you long enough." And then, weirdly enough, these two break the fourth wall.
What? No, you're not allowed to do that.
Blonsky asks him, "Oh, did you get sucked into another show again?" And Wong then says, "Well, we really are in an era of peak TV."
I want to strangle everyone involved with this.
Um. So yeah, it's unreal. It's unreal. It just takes him out of there. He takes him to Kamartaj, apparently for good this time. Hey, remember that the Accords are gone?
I remember too well. I remember too well.
Man, if only there were laws against that kind of stuff, that'd be crazy.
If only. If only. If only. If only.
Yeah, so Wong is still a fugitive and breaks more laws. He's great. Wong is great. Um, I guess technically they meant he was watching another show on his TV, but you know, you know,
It's bad.
you know what they did. I should have probably specified they're not fourth wall breaking like She-Hulk, like we're looking into the camera, but they make a pretty fourth wall-ish comment. I should probably clarify that.
So they're leaning on the fourth wall.
Yeah. They're not like looking into the camera and saying that. They're just more going for that. He's like doing the thing, watching. So yeah, but this is actually the last scene in the show.
I am so thankful. I am very thankful. I am extremely thankful that this is the last scene of this show until next season.
Yeah. So we had a show about law that is very bad with law, that is also a comedy, which isn't funny, and also rewrites the story the way the character wants it during a fourth wall break, and it all felt really worthless and shit. Yeah. That's She-Hulk season 1. It's done. We did it. We did it, everyone. We did it. Reminder to hit the like thing, or Metal will keep doing this to us. Oh, you cannot stop me. We're not. This is just how it is. So, I mean,
Oh my god!
this went to dimensions that I would never have expected. This is fucking nuts. Baffling. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with this ending. It's absolute dog shit. It's so bad.
Yep. Like the most. I think it's pretty telling that on the fly, hearing about all of this, I'm automatically rewriting it to try and make it better because there's such a low bar there. And it's so easy to make it better. It is so easy. And they couldn't even step over it. It's touching the floor and they couldn't step over it.
Yeah, it's just things present themselves and they're just like, nah, I'm not touching that. I don't touch this dirty stuff. I don't want it.
It's like, are you being bad on purpose? No, you're not even being bad on purpose. You're just that bad. You've gone below bad on purpose. And you're just like, there's a certain level of incompetency. Like it's almost like there's a zigzag or a checkerboard pattern for like self-aware, like the supposedly quote unquote bad writing, but really it's there for like a more metaphysical story that's actually meaning. And then there's true bad writing, and it kind of zigzags, and they've gone to the bottom of that zig, and it's so obvious that they think they're being so much more clever than they are.
Yeah.
My brain is lost for words at this point.
I don't blame you.
God.
It's it was shell shock when I watched it. It's kind of crazy. I told you, Metal, a masterclass in storytelling and cinematography. Never said those were things in a good way. The series red pilled my friend at Disney. Marvelous shit. Nice. At least it's something good, I guess.
Yep. Like, who are these crazy people defending the show at this point? Have they just not watched anything else? Like,
no.
I don't know.
Boy, oh boy. But yeah, that's not any closing thoughts. I guess you just gave them. So, and I didn't mind too. It was pretty shit.
Cool.
But we got this fun format by accident, so that's good. That's cool.
Yeah. We get to see the slow disintegration of, well, I guess two men's psyche, but one man has already kind of had his psyche disintegrated. The other one gets to have it disintegrate live on stream.
Yeah. Modal, have you considered doing the Cyberpunk show with Meme? I heard it's good and thinking of giving it a go. Also, Gen D, Dagasuo Primal is kind of neat. That's next week. Next week, Edge Runners. That's next week, Friday.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's the
that
next
would be
thing.
nice.
Edge Runners is gonna be next week. But first, gotta get past Rings of Power tomorrow.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what
so sorry.
I'm gonna do. Um, yeah, if you haven't seen it already, we do Edge Runners next week. Then the week after, I'm gonna be talking about Majora's Mask with John CJG from RB and the Chief fame.
Woo!
And the week after that, I'll have on Capital O. And we'll talk about a
Oh my
movie
goodness.
called Victoria, which apparently is a pretty cool German movie, apparently. So yeah, those are the next couple of dates that have been going on, all Fridays. But of course, tomorrow, Rings of Power. Uh, so yeah, that's the thing. Have you watched the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared TV series yet? No, I have not.
I need to.
So let's see. I think there were some Streamlabs super chats coming in. Let me check those out first.
Oh my goodness.
Also, everyone should become a member because it's really cool. You get emotes and stuff, and that's it. That's it. Promotion
Yeah.
over. Uh, so I seen a post from someone that She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall in the comics, so the finally is good as it is. Just feel tired of this tribe. I didn't even watch the reviews of the show because the series sucks so much. Yeah.
That's kind of like saying this thing has time travel. This thing in the source material had time travel. Therefore, all the broken time travel in this, it makes sense because this thing, saying a thing was in another thing does not grant the context for which these things are done, right? It just means that they share an element that could have been executed either way in either form. Like it's not an argument. It's just pointing out, oh, there's a commonality here that means nothing in isolation.
Yeah. And then, but on a positive note, I realized that one of my favorite comic series, Empowered, was inspired by Burns. Is he called Burns? Burns She-Hulk run? Is that how
I think so. Yeah, John. It's either John Burns or John Byron. I think it's John Burns.
Yeah,
Though.
because it's Byrne, so I wasn't necessarily sure. So I
Yeah.
buy and read that one after time. Very good, very good. I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed. Now there were some super chatteroonies. Let me look at them as well.
This show gave me reflux.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Boom, beep, beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Where are them supers? Moonbird. No, that's memberships. Supers. There we go. See all. I don't know why YouTube is doing this, but it just extends the super chats over to through the window. Like it doesn't like a return. It just does like a whole line. So I'm just gonna copy that
That's
and park
dumb.
that in the chat because it just cuts it off, and I don't know why. There we go. Volcano vapors in the pyroclastic flow can include sulfur, carbon monoxide, vaporized rock, superheated steam, and ash, and the plus 1,000 degree heat itself. That's not so bad. That's fine.
Yep. That's all good. That's all G in the spleen, my dream.
Hello, my second favorite German. Oh wait, I think it was from yesterday. Well, I read it twice now. Be happy. It's just consequence culture, Jen. Get over it.
Yeah, Jennifer.
Oh, man.
She has sex.
Sexy times. Not only does she have free will, but she uses it only to remove any obstacles and get more Daredevil D. Yeah, that's pretty much what she does. You're right. That's pretty spot on.
You are correct.
That is, pretty lame. It's really bad.
Not good.
Right, and then thanks for suffering through this for our entertainment. Cheers to it being done for now. Yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. People were really looking forward to those She-Hulk ones, which is not what I expected. It's going to be the most popular of the bunch. I thought it would be Rings of Power, but there you go. But yeah, good stuff. obviously it wouldn't have been half as fun without Meme around. So that was a fun coinky dink that we just did here. But it was good stuff. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed doing the streams.
Yeah.
The descriptions I heard not so much, but the streams themselves, they were fun. They were fun. I had an enjoyment.
Very good.
A come time was had by all.
Very, very good. That was all the super chats. If I've seen that correctly. Yes, it was. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for, subscribleton and all that good stuff. Watching. Glad you enjoyed these things. But the She-Hulk is done for now. And the next grand finale is going to be tomorrow with Rings of Power. So
Rings of Poo.
Make sure to watch that too. Which will probably be a bit later than today. But it's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be great. It's not going to be cringe at all. It's going to be really good. It's going to recontextualize everything the show has done. And it's going to be amazing. And if you don't think so, you are a racist.
Yeah. Racism. Yeah.
So yeah. Another hell. Why is James yelling at me? What?
Terrorists rule.
Galadriel is going to break the fourth wall and yell at the writers.
I hope so. I hope she breaks the fourth wall and time travels back to Tolkien and then shoots Tolkien in the face.
Sick. That sounds great. But yeah, and when Rings of Power is over tomorrow, I'll probably take a little break Rooney, and then on that same day still though, I'll probably stream Scorn, because that's coming out tomorrow. Another spooky game that releases in October. Little shooty flames with spooky stuff in it. So that should be fun in the bun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, message me when you finish Edgerunners. There's another thing I need you to watch after it. You can shut the fuck up, James. It's short, I promise. Yeah, but I have other plans. You could just message me the thing. Why do I need to wait until you finish? You don't make any fucking sense again.
The Edgerunner porn parody.
Everyone beat up James for being dumbest.
We're gonna watch Edgerunner hentai.
Oh. Oh my. But no, anyway, thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. Thanks for joining me, as always. It was great.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's been good.
I will catch you all tomorrow, or for me next week, I guess. So
yeah. What's the stream repository on Wednesday?
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. What? Yeah, you did the stream. Promote your stream. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I started a podcast. It's called the Stream Repository. What's it about? It's about whatever the fuck I want, Susan. I speak about things and stuff and the doodads. I did the AIs and the ADHDs and the Transformers and the cringe. I literally first topic literally was cringe, as in it was about cringe as a thing we do. It was about that. So and also I talked about big cats and how people sometimes own them and stuff, and lions and tigers and bears. It's got everything and also all the things. So you should go watch it. It's right now the first stream is in a playlist called Original, the Stream Repository Original Broadcast, and I'm currently editing the VOD together, and that'll be up on the Stream Repository channel when I'm done with that. But it's every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Australian time. I think it's daylight savings time at the moment, but when it's not daylight, it is that time, around that time. Do it. I believe in you. You can do it. You can take your penis into space. You can do it.
Oh God. Okay.
You can do it. There was a Megatron when Megatron transforms, his penis comes out because he turns into a gun. So there is like a halfway mode where it just looks like he has a massive cock. It's amazing. It's amazing. Go watch it. The show now. Here we go.
Yeah, links in the description. Nothing else I can add to that one. All right, we're out of here, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I shall catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye. More than meets the eye.
Come.
Come.